I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I was a reluctant Remainer. I'm not exactly going to be popping open the champagne on Brexit Day. I'm coming around to acceptance. But there are a few tests for Boris Johnson, a few things that he would need to do to make Remainers like me feel that Brexit was worth all the trouble. So here we are. But can Remainers be winners too? Here are 4 tests that I think Remainers like me should apply. So here's my first test. Can Boris Johnson make Britain fairer and more balanced? I don't think Brexit makes it easier. I think it makes it harder for him to do. But this was at the forefront of his agenda. It's what he promised voters on the campaign trail. Better healthcare, better education, better infrastructure. If he can do that, he will have gone a long way to convincing even some Remainers that he was onto something. So here's my second test. Can he rebalance Britain's economy? There's no question that areas of the country that were less privileged, have less economic prospects, voted overwhelmingly for Brexit. Boris Johnson has put this at the center of his governing program, the so-called levelling up agenda. My third test has to do with the Union, not the European Union, but the British Union of 4 nations, England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Brexit has caused some strains there. There's a renewed push for Scottish independence. And there are problems in Northern Ireland too, where Brexit creates a lot of complications. In 5 or 10 years' time, will we look back and say that Brexit ended up strengthening the Union as Boris Johnson has promised, or will it have led to its demise? Here's the 4th test, and this one might seem a little bit odd. But if Brexit leads to reform in the European Union, the EU can become more accountable and democratic and transparent, and less interfering in the lives of its citizens, then Britain will gain too. The EU is Britain's largest trading partner. That is probably not going to change. The two need each other. So those are my 4 tests. Now I'll be clear, I think all of these problems could have been tackled without all the pain and the disruption of Brexit these past 3.5 years. But if a little creative destruction is what's needed to break through those problems, then I might just be able to sign up. I'm Therese Raphael, Bloomberg Opinion.